That's illegal to do. That's illegal to do, and that's not on paperwork. They're like, all right, just how's her? If she was that crazy, how are you gonna leave her with someone who's crazy?
You mentioned your sister passing away. What happened to your sister?
She hung herself in the year 2014. Before that happened, I'm not gonna be the mom that is bringing guys to their house every day just so they could touch their daughters like my mom did. Like, no, that's not cool. I was in one relationship at the age 13, and it lasted 13 years. I got out of it, and it was like my only relationship, and then I left it in 2019. I escaped that abusive relationship. I don't care about the numbers at all, like numbers. Like, I do this because without this voice, who am I? You know, what do I have?
How was Pomona growing up?
It was water. I was like literally the oldest. It was cool. Pomona's I love Pomona. Shout out Pomona. Look at where I'm born.
How old were you and your brother when you guys entered the foster system?
Well, I've been in and out of foster care since I was 2 years old.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Moses, aka Nomo, chilling right here inside the Lit Outlet studio with another episode of the Lit Outlet podcast. Before I introduce my guest, I want to make an announcement. We now have a new Patreon tier. It is $30 a month. On this tier, you get a free t-shirt or a free hat every month just by supporting the podcast. You still get early access to all of our episodes. So before we get started, I just want to make the announcement. Go on patreon.com. It's the number one way to support the podcast. We do have $3, $5, $10 tiers, but the $30 tier is the best way to become the ultimate Liddy. Now let's introduce our guest. I got Miss
Lizzy G here. Nice to meet you guys.
Lizzy, where are you coming from?
I was originally born in Pomona, but right now I'm making my way from Fontana. But yeah.
Well, welcome to Southgate.
Thank
the
you.
First and last time you're ever going to be in Southgate, because the only time people pull up to Southgate is to be on the Lit Out podcast. Have you been here before?
Actually, I have. There was like, there's a park down the street. I was like, what's me first and last time? I've been here, and I'm going to be back. But we'll see where it leads to. But yeah, I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for pulling up. Lizzy G, recording artist. What would you consider yourself? R&B, soul, jazz? Like, what kind of artist are you?
Puro desmadre que I'm just kidding. Like someone that just goes through life. Every roller coaster of life. I'm an artist that definitely likes to relate my personal in-life experiences into my music. I don't just write just to write. Like, no, I write because I need to channel all the emotions that we go through in life and every challenge that it faces and everything. You know, it's not meant to stay in your body or your mind or just for you to keep. No, let it out. Let everybody judge. Just let it out. Find your outlet. And I'm right here on the Lit Outlet. Here we go.
Let's go. I can definitely tell that you write your own songs.
Yes.
I can tell for sure you write your own songs. I can tell that the process of you coming up with like themes or lyrics is just you like brain vomiting on a piece of paper and then turning that into a song.
I'm so grateful you understand. Oh my God.
How young were you when you started doing that? When you found that gift, I guess?
Oh man, people see it as a gift, but it took me a long time to actually acknowledge that it's a gift that I had to unwrap within myself, but it was always given from God. And I've been doing it since I was 7 years old. I've been singing since I was 2. I wrote my first song when I was 7. I was in the room with my little brothers. I was always in charge of them. We were always left at home alone, you know. I was the oldest of 5. There's 6 of us, the oldest, and we were just right there. But this man that, like I said, I was in charge of cleaning up the room and everything. But I was just like, all right, guys, let's make some songs and because they got tired of my singing. They're like, shut up. It's like, you know, like, hey man, it's gonna pay off, leave me alone. And then, you know, and just keep singing and singing and singing, no matter how many times people tell you to shut the fuck up. Excuse my F-bomb. Can you cuss on here? Okay. I would try not to, but definitely that was my first song that I just like, okay, why not? Let's get this paper, let's do it, let's see what comes to mind. I was in kindergarten at that time, and I remember I had this crush on this freaking little dude, and then broke my heart because he liked someone else. And then I wrote on the paper, I was like, why don't we set this out and buy movies together? Who the fuck is going to buy a movie at 7 years old? I don't even got money for candy. It's like, so definitely that was the first time that I wrote the song. And before writing though, like singing, it was just my thing. Like I would just sing random things like off the top and just freestyle and just, okay, am I supposed to be looking at here over there? Like,
doesn't matter.
My bad.
Were you more of a like sing along to current songs or like movies and stuff like that, or you always like to freestyle? So when you were little,
Disney movies. I was always lost in like, you know, a little Disney like Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and all of that. Just like that princess from the bottom, just finding her castle and finally being found and just like always having hope regardless of being rock bottom. Like compare myself, like maybe like Cinderella was my princess growing up, and just like cleaning and just, but singing throughout the cleaning. What do you see? You're singing and just with the animals and just all of that and just enjoying what's free, regardless of everything that has a price on it. So
A lot of your songs are about like other like guys, right? Ex-lovers, relationships, and stuff like that. Do you think watching Disney movies growing up, the princess always finding his prince, kind of like made you think that one day you would find a Prince Charming, then you trying to find a Prince Charming led you down like maybe picking the wrong guys or something like that?
you
Or
see,
like,
that's the thing. Like I never even had a lot of Prince Charmings to choose from. It's just literally took one situation that I didn't want to redo it. I was in one relationship at the age 13 and it lasted 13 years. I got out of it and it was like my only relationship. And then I left it in 2019. I escaped that abusive relationship and I tried dating again maybe a couple months after healing myself, only to land myself in another type of narcissistic. It wasn't physical, but it was still emotional type of, And it's like, you get tired of it. And then cut that off, and then I give one guy, like, it's literally, I have less than 4. Like, I have no time for that. I have no experience of that. So I'm like, why am I going to put myself in situations to keep getting hurt when they see the light that I have and just, be feeding these peasants when they're not even my prince who has yet to be turned into a king. So I definitely take my privacy and my time very, very securely because I'm a child of God. Like, God is all I've ever known since I was a kid. So, and which is why he's installed the gift of music. God loved music, Even the devil loved music, but he does it for other reasons. God's favorite thing was what? Listen to the harp and the angels just play and just sing away. But what are you going to use it for if you're given an outlet to change people's lives each and every night and every day? So every night, I know that regardless of all the light that I've shed upon those men that were in my life, like, it didn't go unnoticed from God. And it's never going to not return to me in other ways from the universe and blessings. And maybe not from that person specifically saying he's sorry or whatever. Let me calm the fuck down. Like, the most of you start to relive those moments. Like, hold on. It works. Deep breath, catch it. And it's okay to feel it, but it just knows that it's real. And definitely princess movies, I think it just inspired me to just keep being a princess, even if I have to be a princess alone, and just sing to the walls of a library or things like that, referring to Beauty and the Beast. Like, I love books and stuff. Like, I've always just been lost in music and everything that has brought me to it. Like, every situation, music has always just like, I felt every time I was going through something, there's always been a song to just right there, just playing in my head. And then as far as the radio, like, I loved oldies. There was everything going on. I would try to learn every song and not even try. It just came naturally. I was just like, just do stupid shit, Michael Jackson shit, just, try to do backflip and crack my head. Like, this.
You ever took like professional like singing or recording lessons, stuff like that? Or everything's all natural?
No, I've never took. I look forward to when I could afford that. That would be cool. So.
Yeah, because you have like I used to own a record label for 4 years, and I used to have an R&B artist, a reggaeton artist, and then I used to rap a little bit too, right? So I've spent hundreds of thousands of hours and thousands of dollars in the studio, right? Hearing people record, mixing and mastering, and being just a fly in the wall in the whole process, right? But hearing some of your songs, like, there's parts of your song that's like, damn, that shit sounds fucking good as fuck. And then there's some parts where like, it's not professional, but it's raw. Like, it's fucking raw. Like, it's fucking, it invokes emotion. And it's like, man, like, there's got to be a way to like turn this fucking bright light into a fucking missile, like a laser,
Yeah.
That'll make a big difference. But
definitely.
Do you find it difficult recording the songs because you're speaking about some real life shit while you're recording? Does it ever, like, while you're recording, you have to like stop and take a deep breath? You know what I mean?
I do actually have to stop and take a deep breath. And for the most part, most of my recordings, I don't go back to that. I record. I only stop and take a deep breath when my message is not like, when I feel like I have to change my words around, when I have to write something else, But usually when I record all the way through. I hit the record button and I record all the way through. And that's why it sounds a little, the because I want people to know like it's like a live performance when they're hearing me, you know. So
that's what it does sound like a live performance.
yeah, and then eventually they could see that, you know, when I'm in the future when I have those engineered and all that. But I'm not there yet. I don't have money for all that shit.
So
yet.
you record your own music?
Yeah, you know when Trump told us that with that stimulus check and motherfucking shit, I was like, damn right, I'm broke as fuck. Let me get that shit. Yeah. I got my laptop. I bought my FL Studio software and.
No way, you doing it all by yourself?
Yeah, I learned. I had a cousin. His name is Daniel. He does his thing too, you know, but family, whatever. I'm gonna leave that personal shit out, all right, motherfucker. But yeah, thank you for teaching me how to use that software. He taught me how to so simple basics, just record myself. I have yet to learn to mix and master. I'm looking on YouTube. I'm learning.
That makes so much sense. It's not mixed and mastered, but like 80 or 90% of it sounds like so fucking good. But just me being a fucking, you know, just because I know about mixing and mastering, and one of my best friends is a fucking engineer, there's little things that are like, okay, that whoever engineered this didn't do it right. Now it makes so much sense. It's not even engineered.
It's me. Like
it's fucking raw.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Yeah. You should write on there live.
Thank you.
Like parentheses, live performance, no mix and mastering because when you listen to a song on Spotify, when you're listening to your song versus Ariana Grande, because I've been listening to your music, right? And then once your song's finished, they put on people who sound like you or same genre. Who do they put on after me? I don't know, because I'm not looking at it. But it's not fair because their songs are mixed and mastered and yours are not. You know? And then also too, like your songs are like, you ever watch Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Scooby-Doo, when Shaggy and Scooby make these sandwiches that are like this big, and it just has 1,000 layers, your songs are like a Scooby-Doo sandwich, and all the other songs are just like ham and cheese. Because the other songs, they just say the same thing over and over again. It's a very basic lyrics. Your shit has like fucking layers. You're rapping, you're singing, like has all sorts of shit in there. It's like people, it goes over people's heads and stuff like that. Pouring yourself into music like that. Is there a certain goal that you have when you drop a song, like I hope this many people hear it, this many views, this many listens, or you just kind of like put it out there and don't really care about the numbers?
I don't care about the numbers at all. Like fuck the numbers. Like I do this because without this voice, who am I? You know, what do I have? I do it in hopes of me experiencing that experience that took me to write that song, and if someone else is going through it, if it reaches them to change their perception and aspect, or just to heal them, just music heals. Like just feel your feelings, but know that they're not yours to keep. Like you got to find an outlet. Those feelings are there, but they're not within me anymore. They're now for the world to share, you know, and for other people they could judge or they could want advice or want to find their own outlet in life. But at the end of the day, my goal is to put things that I'm going through, that I'm feeling, that not everything is going to be always deep. I know I have like one lovey-dovey song. Like I said, that was that motherfucker that I gave a chance after that guy. And yeah, fuck that. No lovey-dovey songs again. I was like, it was a Tell Me Baby one, but all of that. But yeah, like, and I'm not going to try to promote that stuff or anything. I'm going to keep all that sexual energy or whatever. Whenever my husband does find me, like, keep that shit to myself because that's meant to be private, you know? So that's why I said I gave one guy a chance. Like, that's why there's one song like that. I was like, okay, guy, you're going to send me my prints after this guy already, like, left me after. Like, oh, mija, like, you could think that, but okay, mija, go ahead, keep going. From God, I was like, all right, here we go. But he got me, so I'm here, and I definitely want to make my songs just like, I don't know how to explain it, just for everybody, you know? For everybody, they have to be for myself first, so.
I'm so tripping out that you don't mix and match your songs. It's so fucking
yeah, but I have sent some for people. I wave my files to an engineer that I have, and then he does a little what he can, but it's not the same, you know, because it's in there, but.
He's not there recording you, so it's different.
But it's, hey, so it can only get better. I'm glad you guys like what you heard so far.
Crazy to me, oh my God. Growing up in Pomona, how many years were you living in Pomona?
Until I was in 5th grade, and then we moved to Hesperia, so I was there for, a little
Asparagus?
bit. Hesperia? How like asparagus?
I was like, what?
Asparagus is good for your body.
How was Pomona growing up?
It was water. I was like literally the oldest. It was cool. It was cool. Pomona's I love Pomona. Shout out Pomona. Look at where I'm born. Oh. I got you guys, right? You know, we got to spread the love. But I do not like to like claim a city. You know, I don't bang or any of that. Like, no, I was bounced in so many cities, so I don't like to claim a city, and I think this is my opinion. If you guys feel sometimes, I think it's fucking stupid, you know, because we're in a world, you know, for you to claim something, it means you're going to be attached to something, and then when you lose that city or you lose it there, you're going to be like, oh, I had it. No, like, that's just my opinion, all right? Don't take offense.
That makes sense, you know.
Yeah. So I don't, I was raised in Pomona until we moved to Hesperia. But even in Pomona, I was the one in charge of my little brothers. We would be left at home like all the time. Our mama was on drugs and she would just be away. And then we had an abusive stepdad. I would take my little brothers to the school. Like we lived by the school. Like every day, would just take them out of the house. I'm like, fuck that. You're not gonna be fighting. I'm like, fuck. I would call them my kids. I'm over there, 11 years old, calling all these little kids my kids. You know, fighting against it. I was like, fuck you. I didn't know how to control my emotions then. But like as a children being put in environments when they know that it's wrong and they're like, you don't know what to do with your voice and they try to shut you up. I'm like, nah, I could call the cops on you, but I'm gonna give you guys a chance. Like from a little kid's perspective, you know, I'm not gonna call the cops on these parents and they're mistreating us. Let me just get my little brothers, get the fuck out of this house and let them handle their shit alone, you know? So
Yeah.
I would do my best to take my little brothers all around. There was a park that's near Laverne Avenue. Ted Green Park, I believe it's called. That was our park. So I'm like, all right, let's go to the park. Let's go to the park. We're like, all right, you guys want some candies? We don't have money, but let's go to the store. Put on some fucking sweats and big jackets. So, it's, and I would always pray, like, I'm sorry, like, God, I used to steal as a kid because we didn't have shit. Like, but I would, and every moment that I stole food, it was food, guys. It was like canned foods, fucking sopas, and just going to the liquor aisles and just going with 1 quarter just so I can afford 1 lollipop, but so they cannot think that we're stealing, but yet taking a whole 30 minutes for just 1 lollipop is just like, I would pray every time that I stole, like, God, I promise, I remember the store that I'm stealing from, I'm gonna pay them back when I'm rich, okay? Like, I promise. That was just always something that was in my head. I didn't even know what what every day was gonna lead to, but I know that every day had a struggle, and every day that we were facing a struggle, and keep looking at your phone. I was like, I was like, see, I'm trying. It's just, I guess it's just a woman instinct. I don't even know you like that. Like, oh my gosh, that's funny. But yeah, just Pomona. We've been around there. You can see if you guys were around that area during the time, like when I'm 30 now, so I was 5th grade. I don't know how to do it. I'm not doing that math right now. Point is, 5th grade. That's where it cut off.
It's like you're 10.
Yeah,
10 years old.
10, 11. Years ago. Well, I said it, 11. Oh, I was right. Oh,
growing up, being the big sister, taking care of your kids taking care of your little brothers and sisters, right, at such a young age. You have kids now?
I do. I have 3.
Do you feel like that? I don't know if it's PTSD or trauma or those experiences affect your parenting nowadays? Like, do you parent a certain way because of the way you grew up?
Oh, I definitely parent the way that I wish the parent that I had, you know? It definitely prepared me, like, just to be there mentally for my children, letting them know that they have a way regardless of, like, their problems are little problems. Like, their problems today are not the problems that I face, and that's already a win, you know? Like, my daughter gets mad at me, she's like, and she cries because, when I tell her to get up in the morning, and I repeat it over and over and over. And then when I'm in the restroom getting the other kids ready, and then I'm like, Jasmine, get up. And then she's like, I'm already up. I was like, I can't see that she's up because she told me so many times again that she's still laying her ass in her bed and just not wanting to get up, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's like her problems are just me being a mom, like me being on them. So that's a beautiful thing to have my children not face such problems as far as hunger, as far as a house over their head. It's, you know, they don't have to sleep behind the schools whenever their mom's getting beat up and just wants to get away from the house and stuff. And the dad, like, nah. The only problem that I wish that they never faced was watching me get hit by their dad a lot, which is why I left him and which is why I'm alive today. So, God sees all. And it's my testimony. I came out in the news in 2019.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, that was my only relationship. 13 years old. I was in a church. And we were in a church. I was in a church in the playground with my little brothers, like just watching them play. And there was this guy on the other side of the gate. Hey, that should have been a sign, huh? I was in the fucking church and he was on the other side. But then he made his way through the fucking gate. It was like a hole. How the fuck you get in here? There was my big sign right there. And I was just like, and I ignored him a lot too. But then he kept like pursuing me. And I was like, all right, fuck it. All I'm doing is taking care of my brothers anyway. And I want to feel what it feels like to have a boyfriend. And yeah, I felt what the fuck it felt like to have a nightmare. But
is he older than you?
He's probably like born in I don't even remember, but he's older than me, not by a lot, like by like 2-3 years, you know. And he's had, well, anyway, no clout to him. God is working on him still.
So he was like a neighborhood kid that saw you and just started talking to you.
Yeah, he was on the other side of the fence of the church, and I was right there, minding my business with God, and taking care of my little brothers, and just, you know, like I've always been a pretty young girl, I guess, guys always just like, I used to try to cover my body, guys. Like I would get picked on for having a big butt at a young age. I would always wear baggy clothes and, you know, just big shirts. If any guy at school would be like, "Oh, you have it," I would punch him in the mouth. I had no self control. I had no self control over the anger when other people were like, like, Deb, you said that so calmly. It's like, because it's true. Like,
What do you think? Maybe because you saw it at home, like you saw how people resolved issues with violence and punching.
no,
You thought that
definitely.
was normal to do it to other people,
When they disrespected you, yeah, it
right?
was like, all right, when they come to a certain point, but I would let it slide at a certain point. Like, it's not that I was just out there punching everybody. No, it was just like I would tell them, leave me alone. Like, I'm not, like, don't talk to me like that. Like, I would walk away and just try to ignore it all. But growing up in school is crazy. Like, you get just,
Well, kids are dumb.
yeah, you get sexualized at a young age and stuff. And I'm like, heck no.
Yeah, especially the boys.
I had to go to the after school program, grab that fucking hockey stick and whoop the shit out of the fucking guy. Like, just kick them back. Because some children, but now that I'm older and I'm aware, it's just based on their household and what they're
Right.
seeing and what they're agreeing promoted. So it's that little man's father not showing them how to not objectify women, how to just be appreciative of their beauty. Yeah, because we're all in God's creation. So whatever you're admiring in me, you could admire within yourself as well. But just be appreciative of this whole existence in general.
Right.
It's like, see it as just a wave of emotions. Yeah, but there's so much out there. So don't get too caught up in the looks and the beauty and that. But you got to just learn how to see that person in spirit form before you see it in flesh form. Then you'll know that, okay, we're all one. But it's a little distracting at times. I know there's a lot that goes on, but you got to learn how to separate the ego from spirit, and then it'll get better. So, but God is in control of all that. But if you don't want to, you're gonna do your. I'm no judges, leave the judgment of God. Like I said, but I have my duty here to do for my children. I'm not gonna be the mom that is bringing guys to their house every day just so they could touch their daughters like my mom did. Like, no, that's not cool. So I carry the way I do because of the experiences that I surpassed. And every experience is, like I said, it was killing me inside, but I made a music out of it. I wrote songs. I've been writing songs since, forever. I grew up writing poems. I had poems all over my notebooks and just quotes and just throughout school, just going through everything. Just, okay, I'm going through this, whatever, write it down. But I go through it with God, so I know I was never alone. So, but yeah.
You mentioned God quite a few times already in the first, 20 minutes of the interview. When were you introduced to God, and are you religious, and who introduced you to God?
God introduced me to God. Myself introduced me to God. Trials introduced me to God. Children being born in the dark without having no understanding of what life is in general introduced me to God. I could say it's okay, it's just me. For people who are atheists, I'm not judging you. Everybody is entitled to believe in their own thing, and that's the gift that our God gave us, to believe in your own entity and whatever you want to believe in. I'm not here to decipher or separate or anything, because at the end of the day, little do you guys know that God is every demonic thing that you guys are praying to and more. Where do you think that darkness comes from? Why do you think he's changed his ways? Why do you think he's not sending lightning at any moment and everything like he's done back in the days? Why do you think he's not shaking the earth as bad as he wants to? Because he promised us that he will never hurt his children again. And instead, he's letting you guys hurt yourselves by just not believing in yourselves, and that's fine. But for the ones who have a light in them, regardless of all the dark that you see, like, no, there's going to be ways that you're going to either want to change, or you could suffer and you could, dig your own deathbed, and that's your issue. But like I said, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not a professional or anything like that. These are all just life experiences, and that's where my faith comes from God. Like, who else is going to save a little girl from all of these near death tragedies and all of that's not coincidental. That's not coincidental. And I've faced so many coincidences to not question God and to not only believe in him, but to know him. And the only reason why I say him is because I'm a feminine and he's masculine. There's always an opposite to every product. In order to create life, what do you need? A male and a female. And then what do you get? Creation. Therefore, God is my creator because I am a feminine woman. Mother Earth is a creator of the men because men are connected to them. What air are you breathing right now? What's the air flowing through your lungs? What's the sight that's being given to you outside? What are the trees that you guys just breathe in, that are giving you the oxygen to keep you guys alive for free? So that's where my theory of the God comes from. It's just a theory. I believe that women were put here to awaken the men, not only, and not to say like, oh, you got to do this and that or that. No, like that's like I said, those are people who are just still in their own trials and tribulations still. But I definitely have a theory like, yeah, women are put here to be on the earth already as certain women. Like, it's not everybody, so don't think like, but everybody does have the capability to become all that they see and all that they want to become. So don't ever limit yourself and say like, oh, I can't because I've done this in the past. No, you get a new chance every day. But like I said, it's a free will of choice whether you want to do it or not. You know, he's not gonna punish you. You're not gonna go to hell for going and setting the bag on strippers and doing what you got to do. And you're not gonna. No, you're living your life. You're doing what you got to do. But at the end of the day, God loves you regardless. So like, I'm just here doing me, and I just hope everybody's here doing them, so I could get to know different people for the real them instead of them abiding by all these circumstances that these groups tend to put them in, you know? Which is why I isolate myself and I just stay the fuck away and I just write about all y'all. Just write about all y'all. No, I was kidding. But
Do you believe in heaven and hell?
I believe that heaven and hell is an illusion and that exists within your mind, body, and soul. I believe we create our own hell every day that we tell ourselves that we can't do something and that I don't believe like, oh, when you die, like there's a fucking cloud and fucking just white right there. And no, I believe we're already living in hell because there's so much evil around us.
Do you like read the Bible? Like you're into the Bible, or are you kind of like more of a spiritual believer?
See, that's the thing. God showed me spirit because I grew up. I didn't have no chance to go to church. The reason why I was in that church was because I asked the person that was in charge of us at that time, and I was like, could you take us? You know, we want to get away from the house. And then they took us, but we would go for the playground benefits. And I never had a church. I've never had time. I always had to survive stuff. I was always surviving and just writing stuff and just knowing that it's going to be all right. And I could still be goofy about it, you know, and just laugh off the trauma and just whatever, fuck that shit, right? You almost killed me, motherfucker, bad. Like, it's like, you got to just work with it. Like, okay, it happened. It's who you are. Accept it. But I do read the Bible. I did read the Bible. It made no fucking sense to me at a little age. I put that shit down as soon as I seen him say that he flooded and all that shit. I was like, oh no. I was like, no. You know, I was scared at a young age reading the Bible. It's the first time I opened it and I just closed it and I went through life and God showed me like the Bible is, don't really want to talk about religion because everybody has their own way of handling their perception and what they believe in, you know? The Bible is there for Christianity and what they believe in, and that's fine. So, but as far as reading it, yeah, I have a Bible in my car everywhere I go. But am I Catholic? Am I Christian? Am I any of that? No, I'm not. I just need a couple scriptures here and there whenever I'm feeling alone.
Do you ever like sit and talk to your brothers and sisters and like talk about like the trauma and the stuff you're growing up, or were they too small to understand what was going on?
They still don't understand what was going on. Like, we were separated in foster care. As much as I tried, I think my job growing up was just to feed them and making sure that they got enough fuel to make it to adulthood, basically, until we got taken away and saved for the better, you know? So,
So how old were you when you entered, or how old were you and your brothers when you guys entered the foster system?
well, I've been in and out of foster care since I was 2 years old. But when I finally was just like done data for the Mata, hey, that's a good rhyme. I was 15 and I had just had my baby. She was 2 weeks old, and yeah, a week after we got taken away. But I was so scared, and I ended up leaving her with her dad and her grandma and his mom because I didn't know. I didn't want what happened to me when I was bounced around in all those foster cares to happen to my baby. Like, I wanted, like, regardless of the dad being whatever he was, I know that his mom she's a mother. She could take care of the kids, you know? So I was like, all right. But then God gave me a first foster home, and it was a Christian family. And we had court 2 weeks after I got placed there. And I felt out the environment. I was like, oh, this is a place I could raise my baby in. Like, it's going to be okay here. But that opportunity never came because once the court came, God released me so that time, see, this is like the crazy part. It's like we were so young going through things. He released me that time so there was an app of my baby's daddy, and she got custody of me after hearing that I got taken away. But it was for the wrong reasons, you know? I forgive her to this day, and I let it go. But kids in foster care are just looked at dollar signs at the end of the day. Because when I got placed with her, I was struggling and putting rags on my baby for diapers, and she was getting paid $1,600 a month to take care of us. So, like I said, but it's just my testimony. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna rat you out because I'm not trying to be bounced around with my baby. But I took my ass to Pizza Hut. I was 17 years old, and I was like, are you guys hiring? And I like pizza, and I need a job too. And I look like, dude, I just eyeliner, like
You're banged out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad because I never claimed nothing. I'm not from nowhere. I'm not, but I've always been put in situations to have to, like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to look cool. I'm not trying to do that. I think it's like fucking sad. Like I would hate to become that version of myself again. But they hired a chola looking Lizzy G that day. All right, and yeah, I got my first job. I was 17 years old. Got my first job at Pizza Hut, the one by the West Covina Mall, right there.
Okay.
By the Winter Citrals. And every day I would wake my ass up, take myself to that job every day after school and stuff. And I even got offered by other jobs, like by Winter Schnitzel. Literally, they're like, "Hey, do you want to work with us? Like, what's you going over there?" But like, they just see customer service type of space, to benefit their business and stuff. But I did what I had to do to put diapers on my baby without ratting anybody out of what they were doing behind the scenes with my money. So. Until one day I got tired of it and I'm like, man, fuck this shit. So we were at the children's courthouse, the way they work. So you get to talk to your attorney and everything, and then they presume everything that they want to the judge. But so I had court. This girl, we're going to leave that out anyway. I told my situation to my lawyers. I was a minor with my baby. The lawyers are not supposed to let you go and do that. You know what the lawyers advised me? We're going to share your story to the judge, but you need to get the fuck out of here and go, because if not, they're going to take you to the back. So there's a room in the back of the children's court where they take, I've been there, but like I'm trying to make my way out. And that's what they told me. Like, we believe in you. Like, just keep it up and do what you got to do for your kid. And we're going to share your story. But as far as charges, do you want to press charges on her for this lady? No, like, nah, let her go. Leave it to God. Like, I'm here. You guys are letting me leave this court? Like, fuck yeah, bye, I'm out. My baby got like... And yeah, just went on and went on. I'm not going to say too much because I still got songs coming up regarding those situations, but it's going to be all right. It always is, even when it's not. And when it's not, that's even better, because you're like, all right, what's next? Motherfucker, what's next? Like, bring it on. Like,
when you had your baby, did you have to still continue to look after your brothers and sisters, or you kind of focus on the baby?
So we were taken away by that time. Like I said, I had just had my baby at 15, and she was 2 weeks. And I remember just facing so much stress because I think now that I know it, I know it was postpartum depression. I never knew about that before, like any of that happened. I was so used to taking care of my little brothers, and there's only so much that I could do. There was 5 of them. We were always fighting and stuff, but I was like, shit the fuck back. Like, it's, and I came back to a house where I didn't even have my own room or nothing. We were just living in a grandma's house of the stepdad after being evicted from his area after moving from Pomona. It's like the list goes on and stuff. Yeah, we were living with the stepdad's grandma from the father and my little brothers. My mother, I don't know, she got 4 different baby daddies. I was like, we got different daddies, but there's 6 of us. So it's just like, oh no, I take that back. Someone else came to mind, but like someone just told me that they got 4. And I'm like, I don't judge. I'm like, damn, I can barely deal with one. She has, me and my little brother share different daddies. So I have my own dad, but I don't know who he is. So wherever you at, whatever. And then the rest of them, there was 2 different ones after that. So it was 6 kids, 3 different dads that she had. All my kids belong to the same dad. All right, that's one thing. Like, regardless of whatever, like I said,
that's one of the things that you saw that growing up that you didn't want to do, right? So, Well, do you think that was part of you staying in that relationship for so long? Just having the same baby daddy was such a big goal for you?
Yeah, definitely. I was fighting to keep my family together and to help him see, like, dude, what are you doing to me? And she see, like, I just was going through all this with my mom. Why are you going to try to come and save me only to hurt me even more, And look at me like a price tag instead of a woman. That, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I know that I had to go through all that, and I'm grateful that I went through all that. I love all that because it made me, like, I get to understand others' perceptions and others' pain, but sometimes without giving a fuck at times, because I know that people tend to just pick at you when things aren't going their way, you know? And that's fine, but that's not up to you to change everybody's situation or fix everybody's problem, knowing that you're capable. You gotta do shit yourself. And I was capable of doing so much, and I was doing so much for everybody else through all those years, which is why it took me so long to bounce in my music, which is why it took me so long to, release a track. It took me so long to finally get my shit out on all platforms. It took me so long to save up for a music video. I had nothing. And nothing. Literally fucking EBT cards and all that shit, making it to the next day, and just like, what I got is just experience. And I was like, what the fuck I do, God? I'm on earth. I'm going crazy. But
You know what? I can also tell that, especially like listening to that story right now, is like the lyrics and your songs they feel so real. It's because they are. When I tried to rap, I had like 10 songs. After the 10th song, I'm like, what do I rap about? I already rapped about bitches and hoes, money and clothes. Like, what else do I rap about, right? And you have a lot of songs, and I'm sure you have more songs that haven't even been recorded. And it's because you're never really gonna run out of things to write about, because you actually live through your songs, like all the subjects in your songs you've lived through.
yeah.
Right? Does it feel like sometimes you're sharing too much, or do you ever get shy about listening to some songs like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, or I'm sharing too much?
Yeah, honestly, before I was like, but right now, me right now doesn't give a fuck.
Okay.
Because, like, nobody's going to remember me in 1,000 years. Where are these records going to be in 1,000 years? Where are they going to, like, that's the way I think about it. Let everybody judge. Let them, I don't care, because God is not going to let them near me. I'm going to be my own judge, my own savior, my own everything before I could be anything to anyone else. So I don't mind being vulnerable, because, like I said, I'm all I have. I'm all I have. If I don't speak for myself, if I don't do what I got to do for my kids, and they're gonna grow up they're not. Words are powerful. Then they would have grown up the way that I've grown up. Like, nah, I'm not doing that shit over again. Especially now with my babies. I didn't have a chance. I didn't have no cards dealt. I had to go steal the motherfucking cards. Then I wanted to see that there was a chance out there. But I'm showing my babies that there's opportunities, and this is how you gotta transmute every situation, every emotion, find an outlet. Mine just happens to be music. That's all. But it could be anything from creating to, drawing cars, or just designing whatever you want to do, and, designing everything that's within your heart that's telling you to do. You want to design some new clothes, a new brand, then do it. What's stopping you? Just fucking do it. You don't got to run it by anybody. Just do it. Respect goes a long way when you respect yourself, and then everybody's going to learn how to bring what they got to the table that you're trying to build, and then you guys will get to know that you guys are not enemies. You guys are all in the same world, just trying to figure this shit out together. Some just had it okay since forever, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We don't got to envy those people or anything, because at the end of the day, like I said, everybody has their role to do here on earth. Some are fucking it up for the better, and some are losing their minds like me, and it's okay. But I bounce back, and I get up every fucking day, and I make it count. Because I know what it feels like to be knocked down. So get knocked down, all right, what's up? Get knocked down, right, what's up? You got to get knocked down to know how it feels to get up. So, and don't be scared of falling back, or of other people judging, or if they judge and if it triggers you, then I'm grateful, because it'll show me something new that I could discover myself, that I need to work on. If I'm speaking too much and they have something to say or something, and if I, it's the way my spirit handles, the way I handle it. So if I correct it, I blame everything. I am the blame for everything that happened in my life. It's me for not having boundaries, for not learning, for not wanting. Like, it's okay. Like, it's all, I take the blame for everything. So, and that's a big step that you have to take in life. You got to accept who the real enemy is, despite you facing all these problems and circumstances. It's about how you handle these situations. And you got to just roll with it. And like, all right. And that's why I believe in you don't even have to believe in God. Just believe in yourself. You don't got to believe in that's just my shit. As if my shit's on my nizzle. But, just believe in yourself.
For me, like, I've been sober for a year, and one of the main reasons I went sober just because I didn't like the place I was at, and sometimes when, like, shit gets hard with the podcast, or, being a single dad or whatever, like,
God bless you for that.
Full-time job, podcasting, single dad, baseball coach, all sorts of shit I put on my plate. Sometimes it feels like it's a lot, right? Get a little stressed out, like, what if I'm doing everything correctly? But I always look back from like a year ago this time, like I was being a really shitty dad. I was being a really shitty podcaster, a friend. I was being a really shitty person in general. You know, it's one of the lowest points in my life that finally got to the moment where I wanted to be sober, because I've been drinking and smoking since I was 12 years old. And from 12 to 34, right, I never really found a way to get sober. I wanted to get sober, but I couldn't. It was always my Achilles heel. It was always the thing I leaned on whenever I had stress or wanted to feel good, right? What is your lowest point that you look back on that helps you keep this positive energy and story that you have now? What was the lowest point in your life?
The lowest point in my life, I think, was when I had a mental breakdown and nobody believed me. Of all the tension, like I took on all of those, like I'm first of all, I want to say I'm proud of you for doing all that you're doing and everything that you're bringing to the table, and for being a dad. I want to give you props for being in that child's life and for just doing what you got to do no matter what happens in life. And regardless if you thought that you were being a shitty dad back then, no, you weren't, because you were in his life, and that itself is a gift, and it's not a fucking prize. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
So just keep it up. You got this shit. You lit, all right? Just keep it up. But like, as far as me, lowest point in my life, I think recently, like I thought we were gonna be homeless. I was already planning on, going to the hotels, like escaping that night that I almost died with him. That night that he almost fucking pulled the trigger and I had to fight and hide the guns, and social workers not believing me and trying to take my kids away from me, not putting my children in a safe environment. But how are you gonna try to take, if that little girl didn't know any better? Like, the system is so fucked up. So that was the lowest point in my life, is them not believing my story and the reason why I'm fighting for my kids, and instead of looking at me like I'm crazy when I'm just a mother fighting for my children's future, so they have a chance, so they don't have to grow up worrying about who loves them, who's this, what they got to do, what they got to become, what they got to fit in, what they got to people please and make others feel good because they see them and how they envy you, regardless they don't know what's inside. Like, it's crazy. That definitely was one of the lowest and highest points in my life at the same time, because it showed me that death doesn't belong to man. It belongs to everything happening the way it's supposed to happen at the same time. I used my voice. I fought for my, I didn't get my kids taken away. I fought for my sanity. I fought for my story. I fought for everything that was trying to be shut and silenced on his behalf, to paint him as the little perfect dad and me who just wanted to be a hoe and pursue her music career. He was like, you're trying to be the next Nicki Minaj. If it wasn't for me, you'd be dead like your sister. Why do you think God has you going through all that stuff? There is no God. He doesn't love you. Your mom don't love you. She left you. Fucking, like, it goes on. I took it to heart then, but I don't take it to heart now. I made shitload of songs, and I'm still gonna make a whole lot of them more. So that's what I do. Like, I just found my outlet. But that was one of the lowest parts of my life, trying to change my future for my children, wanting a family and wanting a healthy environment for my kids, with their dad being so blinded to all that I was fighting for. He had it good. Cooking every night, I cooked since I was little. For my little brothers, I would cook. So that just came naturally. Like, I had no choice. And it turned into something that I love to do. But I'm not here to explain what he lost or what he gained or what I lost or what I gained. I'm just here to explain, like, that was one of the lowest parts of my life. And at the end of the day, we're all human, and everything happens the way that it has to happen. I have no resentment towards him. I don't hate him. I don't have no time to do that, because I have a chance and I have a choice, and my children are my opportunity, and they're my reasons. Like, they're not gonna have no fucking life that I did. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, they won't. Is it for my kids? And my music is for me before it's for anybody else. But if it's for everybody else, and if you feel it, and if you're moved by it and all of that, thank you. And thank you for putting up with my weirdness and all of that stuff. This is the me that is always behind that Lizzy G that you see on the screen, is just trying to make everybody laugh to make their day go by. Because I know that there's already a lot of shit that's already making them lose their minds. So I just try to, fuck it up a bit. But
You mentioned your sister passing away. What happened to your sister?
okay, so before she actually hung herself. She hung herself in the year 2014. Before that happened, she was in a mental hospital, and these people were aware of all the needs that she needed, of all the things that she needed as far as being looked over 24/7, being cared for emotionally. But even in the hospitals, they were abusing her, and they were doing them like they force you to take pills, like they do the most. Just I fucking hid those shits under my tongue and I spit them out. In case you're watching this, mental hospitals. But it's not funny. I know. I just laugh it off. My bad, guys. Um, my sister was moved through a lot of different houses, and the people that tried to get her out, well, that got her out, like I said, we're just looked as a cha-ching sign. Like, oh, cha-ching, foster care, that's $1,200 per kid every fucking month. They're like, and oh, she has mental problem, that's another fucking 500. Oh, she needs this, another. It's just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So it's sad. It's definitely sad. They got my sister for the money, and they didn't try to help her. She ran away literally the night before she hung herself. Throughout like the whole process, there was even one time that I had to go pick her up. I didn't give a fuck. And my baby daddy beat my ass for taking his car, the car that I bought. You see how I talk? Like like the car that I bought with my money, like everything. He was just using me and draining me. I maintained everything, which is why I lost it all and I got it all back. So bringing me back to that story, my sister didn't call me that night like she did the first time that she ran away when I picked her up at Union Station. She just took all the pain to heart and she passed away. And I couldn't go over there. I was in Los Angeles. I lived in South Central at the time. I couldn't go over there. She was in Pomona because I knew what I was going to do to everybody in that house. But I seen the video of them taking my baby girl out in the body bag, and that video will never leave my mind. But she ran away the day before, and they left her alone on that foster care mother's little girl's birthday. Okay? Knowing that prior messages, they were telling, oh, Christina, she's saying she misses her mom, or that she wants this, and then she was supposed to visit me the week before, and then they didn't let her go. Like they didn't want to let her see me anymore because they seen that she was getting better around me. The social workers didn't even have anywhere to put her before they placed her with the aunt because her house needed to get approved. But yet in that week of gap time from the mental hospital to getting her transitioned to that house, they left her with me without disclosing that information to the system and their executives, and that's illegal as fuck to do. That's illegal as fuck to do, and that's not on paperwork. They're like, all right, just house her. If she was that crazy, how are you going to leave her with someone who's crazy? She was not crazy. We were so perfect to there in that moment. Like, that was my baby. I talked to her. I did the most that I can. She was chilling with my babies. And yeah, it was perfect. That my sister did. She was not all those things that they were painting her as. We needed love. And she knows that her sister got her because I always had their back. And I always spoke up. And that's what they didn't like. Because you don't do that to my little girl, Like, fuck you. It took me so long. I didn't beat nobody up. I didn't do that because, like I said, I know what happens. My mother was just in and out of prison, just doing them. Like, I know the consequences to that. Even though I'm capable of it, already past it, even though I got away, whatever, allegedly, it is what it is. And I'm here to change it. So they sent my sister back. Then that week, she only lasted a couple months there. Like, it's fucked up. She hung herself on the day of that little girl's birthday, like I said, and I'm pretty sure they left her alone with alcohol instead because she would have called me. She hung herself with a belt, and they found her in the garage, and they came back. And the day before that, I was in the park with my kids, and something told me to look up, and I seen one of those brown birds, those little birds that we see everywhere, little brown birds, high as fuck, and it was in this park. Wait, no, it was a duck park. That's a duck park by
605
on Central. You just take it all the way up, like past like on 110th Street, like just past it. You just go straight until you see the fuck park.
Oh, Magic Johnson Park.
There we go. That right there. That park. Magic Johnson Park. Okay. That park is where I looked up and I seen there was a bird hanging on the thin of a string, like just on a leafless tree, just hanging right there. And my baby daddy was with me at that time because he didn't let me go anywhere by myself. I couldn't go anywhere. And I was like, look at that. do you see that? It's like, oh yeah, that's crazy. But something in me, I was just like, I couldn't, my date wasn't so fucking good. And what happened the next night? My sister hung herself. That's crazy. That's why I believe in God. What the fuck is that shit? I'm like, what the fuck kind of movie is that shit? You know? So that's where that. And yeah, but my, I did what I got to do. The social workers were trying to silence my sister, saying, oh, she was crazy. Who's going to bury her body? Asking me who's going to bury her body. I'm still in foster care, mind you, all right? I was in extended foster care until the age of 21. I believe I was 19 at the time, and she was 16. So I was just listening to everything that the social workers took notes, hella notes, everything. I have never contacted our birth mother. I don't ever talk to her like over so much. I don't even talk to, I don't fuck with negativity. I release it, I bless it from a distance, and I realize it for what it was. So it was hard because the social workers were they didn't have not enough money to give us to bury her. I had to go into a car wash. You would think, like they have so much fucking money making them all these kids, and they're not going to have money to prepare this family to lay this little girl to rest, so they don't have to feel everything all over again every day until it's what? They were trying to make it past the 30 days so they could fucking burn her body and get rid of whatever. So it didn't happen. On the 27th day, I made that shit happen, and I got my sister buried. And the funeral home helped me because they seen how young I was, and they gave me like a $9,000 or $5,000 discount off of everything. And I'm so grateful for you guys. Hold on, I ain't no bitch. Hold up.
Shut up. So dumb.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy
That
though.
fucking discount, like that discount, that got my baby girl buried and everything. So
Where'd you guys bury her?
she's buried in Pomona.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And that's where she passed away at. Like that's where that whole things happened at. But like I said, the social worker, they don't have these resources in place for children like that, for things. Oh, how to get up, how to suck it up. All right, social workers, you want to try to hide my sister's voice. And I have pictures of her black eye and of her saying that they left her barefoot many times in the middle of nowhere because she didn't want to follow their rules, that they were just trying to get her drunk, that they didn't want to, let her have a life. They pulled her by her hair, dragged her out the window, freaking gave her lice. They don't care. They don't care. So, yeah, that's what the fuck happened. That shit was deep when I did. But that's my baby girl, and I got her buried. And
That's dope. What'd you say? You said you did car washes?
yeah, we just did one. And see, and the thing is, like when I'm going through stuff in the moment, I'm not gonna feel whatever. Like that's why I leave all my stuff to my songs and everything. But like I said, I'm here to introduce, because I have people who want to get to know me now who are like a little scared, just looking at me like I'm just some fucking pretty, fucking always happy, energetical bitch or whatever the fuck they want to paint me as, and that's cool. But do you know what it took to get to what I had to fight through? Like if they want my place, live my past, I don't think they could get through that. And that's just that.
Damn. That's crazy. You performed at the Lit Outlet live
This is
show.
some documentary shit.
Welcome back to Jerry Springer. This is Dr. Phil. You performed at the show that I threw last year, I believe, or the year before. I already forget. It's been a year.
That's crazy.
You were the only female there.
Thank you for having me.
You were the only singer there. Everybody else was rapping. But I feel like out of your performance, out of everyone's, I think you went first.
Like nervous as fuck.
Everybody like kept talking about you after your performance during that day, and like weeks after, people would DM me like, "Hey, that Lizzy G girl," and I used to tag you on all sorts of stuff where like oh, who should this person perform with? And I always tag you, and then you would never reply, but whatever, dude.
No,
It's all
sorry,
good.
man. I'm telling you, I've been lost in the trauma. I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better. Like, I'm sorry.
I know. You finally replied. That's how we got this interview today. So thank you for pulling
I'm
up.
sorry.
You're good, dude. How is it when you perform your song live in front of people like that?
Oh, nervous. My voice shakes. You know, it cracked a couple times. Like I said, I was writing before I was performing. Like I'm just throwing myself out there, just facing the fears and the butterfly. My performances aren't perfect. I wish they will be perfect, you know, but I feel so nervous when I go out to every performance because I don't know what the fuck is going to come out. So that's why I'm just trying every day at home to just better my performances. It does feel good to get out there because I know that I'm never going to be in the wrong place at the wrong, like everything's supposed to happen the way it goes. So I'm so grateful for them loving my performance because I try to give them my all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I definitely just try to give them my all despite, and I just go with everything. It's fucking fun. It's fun. Like,
Are you thinking when you're performing, or does your mind kind of go blank a little bit?
I'm thinking a lot because I'm just looking at all these people. Like, I'm singing, but my mind is like, what the fuck am I doing in front of everybody? What the fuck are these people? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm really doing this shit. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, especially when you're doing it alone. Like, with nobody there to guide you. Not one family member has pulled up to my show, and I don't blame them. I don't give a fuck. I pull up to my shows alone. I pull up to, you know? Like, I do what I gotta do for me. I don't expect anybody to give me no achievement award or fucking round of applause or any of that shit. Hell no. You know? You fucking born alone, you die alone. So do your shit alone. So,
But you're also a very like I think you're the only also person to do this. Like you finish your performance, whatever. We brought somebody else on, and every time somebody else came to stage, you were right there, like vibing, dancing, clapping, in Spanish it's échale porra. Like you're like encouraging them to do,
yes.
you know, because a lot of times, sometimes you see a person that's not famous or that's just starting to do music. It's their first couple times. Like there's a couple people that performed at that show that it was their first time performing, and it's awkward. And it's like people don't know your songs. They're not singing with you. It's kind of awkward. People are just staring at you.
Yeah.
But you were there clapping it up for people that you met that night. You know what I mean?
I try to because I know what it feels like, you know, and I don't have nobody clapping for me, so I'm gonna clap for everybody. I'll go fuck if I know you're not. I'm gonna clap for you. So that's just who I am. I feel like everybody deserves to have that support, and if I could be that fucking weird ass bitch down to you, just fucking the middle to do whatever the fuck. All right, let's bust that cartwheel. Let's freaking do what we gotta do to make everybody smile. Like, you know, they're contagious. It's contagious.
Mm-hmm.
So why not?
What do you think is the number one way for people to support you and what you do?
I think I don't expect them to support me, but I'm grateful if they do. I would love it for them to just share my shit, like just share my stuff, and really, if you relate to it, of course. If you're envious or whatever, I pray for you. I love you. Like I look at people through God's eyes. And God, like it is what it is. Let's leave that God shit aside because I know some people feel some type of way, and like I said, that's just my shizzle, my nizzle. So, if they could just not be so judgmental towards me and be kind to me, that's all. Just gonna leave it right there.
Who are some of your biggest musical influences? I could tell you who I think you sound like, right?
Who?
No, hold on, you go first.
Oh,
But
yeah.
who are some of your musical influences? Like, who do you love to listen to that you kind of like, oh, you know what, this sounds dope, I'm gonna try it.
Okay, so I was belting the shit out of Mary J. Blige, Can't Be Without You at 11, 10 years old. Like, I love her. I always listened to her growing up, her oldie songs, you know. Mary J. Blige was one. Christina Aguilera, just powerful voices. Those are the names that stick with me, but I was more so called to songs and melodies and just anything that didn't have to be the deepest, most phenomenal singer. No, I was singing to Amanda Perez too, and all of that stuff, you know, Pretty Ricky and freaking Every Writers and all of that stuff, and Gemini and everything. Like I was singing to everything and oldies. But as far as the singers that I looked up to, not looked up to, but I was just like, damn, she could sing. I would love to reach that fucking, what did you do to get there? Like, what did you do to fucking sing without your voice cracking like that, you know? So, Christina Aguilera was one for sure growing up. I stuck with that for a long time. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it right there because my mind goes on. I love Selena. I would always sing her stuff, but I was just singing it just to get me by the day, you know, seeing all these artists. But I would definitely feel in touch through the deep the deep artists and oldies. I was singing a lot of oldies to practice the falsetto stuff and just. But I didn't know it at the time. That's what I was doing. But I notice now that that's what it's helped me with as far as developing my vocal qualities and everything. That I'm able to transition within my voice range and all of that. So, like I sound way better than I do in my home, like alone, than I do there because I'm still getting out there. Like I don't know how to bring my space to you guys because I'm entering your guys' space and I'm still getting to know people. I was away from people forever, you know. I don't have nobody. I ain't got, you know. Now I do, so I'm grateful. Let's go, bring them on. I need love, you know.
To me, it's not. You have a distinct voice for sure, but it reminds me of Amy Winehouse. Just because of the pain and like the the power and like the passion behind the pushing the voice out, right? It's very Amy Winehouse-esque, even though she's
God bless her.
passed away and everything like that. But then you say Christina Aguilera, I'm like, yeah, I get that. I get that because growing up, I'm 34, so I grew up during that whole Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, that era where they were like on fire, they control the world, right? And all those songs were all over the radio, and yeah. So you definitely have a powerful voice.
Thank you.
Which is super dope. So I can't wait to hear more
you.
new music. Other than music, what are some of the hobbies that kind of like that you enjoy? Because I have noticed that you used to go live or still go live baking or
I love baking,
making
man.
food.
I'm getting that weight and working it all out just to maintain my balance. Yeah.
And then don't you sell stuff too? Like don't
Yeah,
you sell
I do.
food?
I do.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I just started because I need the money, man. I got kids to feed. I'm like, yeah, all right. People love food. It's one of the things that you need to survive. So, and I love food. I've been cooking since I was 7 years old as well. So I do it very well. I do it with love, and I have to make sure everything tastes bomb and everything is perfect. I'm like, I don't know if I have like OCD with shit, but that's just like I have to have everything like even when it's not perfect, even like everything is far from perfect. But in my mind, like when it comes to food, like that's something you're putting in your body. I want you guys to feel the love that I had making it while you guys eat it. So yes, if you guys want cake, I taught myself how to bake cakes. So I do cakes as well, desserts, food, chile rellenos, arroz. My favorite thing to make right now is those birria hot Cheeto balls. I've been hooked on those.
Birria hot Cheeto balls.
I'm gonna make some this weekend.
What is
I have
that?
it in my freezer. I've been looking that up on TikTok and all the things, and it was just pulling. I know I could do it, but I just like, all right, I got all these kids to take care of. I gotta do these bills, rent around the phone bill, whatever.
Are you you're selling out of your house?
Yeah, I do.
People just come pick up food.
Well, I don't get my address out, so I just like, you can meet me over here.
I'm about to say, like, you let all these people come to your house,
No, hell no. Privacy is key.
What is the number? Who are like your number one buyers? Is it people that know you for your music or just people who follow you in general? Like, how do people find your food?
So I made an Instagram page for my treats and stuff to separate the music, because before I was just posting random stuff and just, mixing my life with everything that I'm doing.
Right.
But I'm still learning how to separate the two. And all I know is that I'm good at it and it's what I love to do. And if you ever need an order or anything, hit me up. I could do it for you. Anything, Even things that I haven't made yet. I'm good at making everything that I haven't made on the first time spot on, exactly the way it's supposed to go. So, hit me up. I could teach you too. I would love to teach you. Who knows how to keep everything? I want to teach you guys. I'm going to teach you guys. So, just, I make hella stuff. What was the question? Because my mind is the mind of a woman.
I don't know. I forgot to.
Yes. Did I get to the point?
I don't remember. I'm just thinking about birria balls right now. Just thinking about birria balls right now. Like, I don't know why I thought about macaroni cheese birria balls. I'm like, what?
Oh, those are good too. Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Man, I got you. Okay,
Yeah?
you can taste them.
Right,
They're really good. My kids love them. They're addicted. So basically, you make the birria. You cook it overnight. I cook mine at least for 18 hours.
Okay.
So you could. It's different. Like there's recipes that okay, those what I said. Anything below 10 hours, a la verga. Ese pinche receta no vale. No vale. Okay. Ese receta no vale. Mothers.
Yeah.
You have to cook it. It has to. It's like your grandma's cooking. Even though I never had. I'm speaking from quotes. Okay. For people who had grandmas, I love that y'all.
Well, what I hear, the grandmas.
But from that point of view, let's just I slow roast. It's a process. I get my carne, do a little seasoning. You get the chiles, all types, guajillo. If you want to make it a little spicy, you just need like 3 of albor, no more than that. You're gonna share it with older people. You don't get the fucking heartburn and shit. So just keep it young, but keep it low. I'm like saying llama. Hold on. and I slow roast it and I just cook it overnight. I don't know why I'm thinking about that beat right now so freaking deeply and emotionally. I love that video because I'm gonna make it this weekend. That's why.
Sounds good.
But I do so much.
Real quick, back to your music real quick. I've also noticed that you don't have a lot of features. You don't have a lot of people. Like, all your songs are you. You know, because obviously, you know, the songwriting process and the recording process is very intimate to you. I think, you know, as a person that I've dipped and dabbled, obviously, in social media and trying to grow a name for, you know, trying to grow my name here. Like this podcast is all about collaboration. Like, this podcast doesn't exist if I don't collaborate with people like you, right? Do you plan on collaborating with people, or do you on purpose only write songs and make songs by yourself? Like, it sounds like you needed someone to rap here. So like, I'm just gonna rap myself. Instead of asking someone to rap on my song, I'm just gonna do it. And when it sounds good, you actually can rap pretty well.
Oh, that's crazy you say that because that is the mindset that I have. Like, who would sound good as that? Like, who comes to mind? Me?
Which is good practice, right? But
Yeah,
you know,
definitely, I would love to collab with people.
who are some people, whether they're big or some people maybe like, you know, that are just not as big as, I don't know.
Well, I love Twixie's voice. I love her voice. I would love to collab with her one day.
Okay.
I said caliber. Hold on, we'll leave that in the back. So PTSD thoughts. I'm like, no, we're good. Hold on. I would love to collab with her, and I love her voice. I just like, damn, you could. It has that, you know, like I hear before I see, so it has to call me. It has to mean like it has to be chingona, and you have to just see it for what it is and give people their flowers while they're here and share their, you know, your admiration for their talent and how far. Like I don't look up to her, but like now I see her. I love her voice. Like she's really good. I love the way she sings Spanish and all of that stuff. I have barely started. I learned Spanish selling churros and at 17 in the callejones. So my Spanish is like sometimes good and sometimes not, and sometimes it comes out good. But I would love to work with her on a Spanish song just to get more experience regarding it. Like, because I write Spanish, you know, I could write all that. I've written corridos and all of that stuff. I sing Spanish songs in my house, but I have yet to perform. Like it's.
Man, now that you say that, like your voice will sound so good on a Spanish mariachi song, dude. A Spanish mariachi song, you would kill that shit.
Thank you. I gotta practice. This is tricky.
You
It's a lot.
such a powerful voice, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, mariachi would be something that's dope. Have you recorded anything in Spanish yet?
Actually, yeah. There's a corrido that I was just. All right, let me just see if I could write a corrido, and I wrote it for fun, and I did, and it's like. Nunca imaginé estos tragos que tragué que me iban a cambiar, serme loca otra vez porque yo ya batallé estos sueños que sueñé, ahora es mi vida realidad como ves. And I do not sound like that at home. I sound way better at home than I do now, but it's like, you know, it's crazy, but that's just like, it's all feeling. It's just what comes to it. All right, what the fuck you want out of it?
That's crazy. I could just sing like that. I wish I could fucking sing, dude. That's one of the things that my like
my weird tactics.
One of my superpowers I had, like, man, if I could sing, this bitch had no chance, dude. No chance.
No, you're the shit already,
kidding.
everything, but
just kidding.
you can always hum them a little tune, a little whistle, a little harmonica, you know, a little harmonica with rose in there.
You think your life would have been a lot different if you had a stable household as a child?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't be appreciative of everything I have.
Because it's easy to get spoiled, right? Like my son is so spoiled, dude. He gets mad over the dumbest shit. Like, how come I can't play PlayStation today? Like, bro, you're lucky you have a PlayStation.
Yeah, he is lucky. My kids don't even have one of those. Yeah, I'm lucky.
Like, it's so easy to be spoiled as a kid, right? Do you think, you know, your life would have been a little bit different, or you would have looked at life differently if you had just even a stable household like parents?
Yeah, I think it would have been different. I don't think I would have wanted anything for myself. I think I would have just wanted everything from everyone else, you know, and just live life the easy way and stuff. I think I would have wanted everything handed to me. I think I would have wanted everything my way, even when it didn't go my way. I think I would have been someone I was not meant to be. Yeah, so I'm grateful. I love the struggle.
What do you think is next for you? What's your goal for the end of this year, beginning of next year? Like, what is something that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just communicating and developing more relationships with people and working on my communication skills and just being more out there and leaving my anxiety at home and just, you know, just developing more opportunities to, not only for me, and I'm not talking about any of that. No, I'm talking about just getting to know people, because I have barely gotten to know myself. So now it's time to get to know everyone else, you know? So I just want to, yeah, develop more and just get more out there, despite of how much my anxiety is telling me back and saying, no, don't go, don't go. Like, just fighting that, and just, but not everywhere either. Like being selective, definitely, of where my presence is respected, and not just trying to just show up everywhere just to get followers or this and that or anything like that. No, I don't need that. You know, I need realism. I need people with with visions for their foundations, with opportunities for our youth. Like I need so much, but I know that it's gonna happen the way that it happens, and I'm grateful for what I have right now. So I don't complain about what I need, because I know at the end of the day nothing belongs to me. So I just need to shut the fuck up sometimes, and you know, and just go with my own flow. Gotta create your own wave.
You know, a lot of people brag and say like, you know, we live in the age of social media and we're so lucky. Social media this, social media that, because, you know, being two different types of creative people, me obviously interviewing people, you with the voice and singing, there were people that were just like us 10, 15, 20 years ago, in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, whatever, that had or were as talented as us, but didn't have the platform to put themselves in front of people, right? So having social media and having interviews like this is great, so people can get to know us and get to find us, right? To support us if they want to. But what are some of the pitfalls of having social media? What are some things you don't like about being on social media?
I don't like that sometimes my mind could get distracted from my real purpose and destiny. Like there's so much right there to distract me from what I really gotta do. Like I'm not getting paid to drink and smoke and party with you or freaking dance out in front of people. Although it's, you know, I've had, like I said, since I haven't experienced that going out life or anything, I was just secluded as a mother. I wanted to go out and step out, and yeah, you see me having my fun every now and then. But I think it was because I seen everybody having fun, and I just wanted to know what it felt like to have friends and stuff. Only to learn that no one's really your friend in the end. That they're all just acquaintances, and just you got to take every situation as it is and just see it for what it was, you know. So don't get too caught up in everything that you see on social media. It's not real. Like it's real pictures, yeah, and all that stuff. There's goals, real goals being set and met. I'm talking about just the fact that you need social media in order to feel validated, seen, or approved by others that feel like they may need you in your space, or vice versa, you know? You gotta know who you are before you step into social media. Like, so you could use all of that as whatever you want to use it. I'm not against it. Like I said, it's entertainment. Entertainment. You got to see it as like a stepping tool, like a tool for you to grow whatever it is that's within you. Only you know. Ain't nobody gonna know but you. You and whatever team you got around you, and whatever it is that you need to do to make shit happen. You know. So
If you could create a team right now, who do you think would? Who are you looking for? Is it a producer, an engineer, someone to help you songwrite, people to collaborate with, a videographer, a marketing person? Like, if you had to, if you could like pick three or four, or maybe just one or two people that you need, like, you know what? If anybody out there wants to help me do this and this, tap in. I think this is the next step for me. What do you think is the two people you really, really need right now?
I think I
Because
just really need people that are ready to work. Like I'm gonna work broke as fuck or not. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I got money to take me to the next day, and I'm grateful with that. You know, because it's okay. I'm alive. So what I just need is to people. Well, what I would love to have a producer to work with, so I don't have to buy beats off YouTube every time I freaking hustle my little Instacart job and do whatever I gotta do. I'm not no stripper. I'm not none of that. I don't sell my body. I don't do OnlyFans. I don't do none of that, because like I'm setting an example for my little girls. They're not gonna be looked as. No, it's easy. Like I said, I don't judge. I don't judge girls. Do what you gotta do. Only God knows. Like I don't judge, but it's not for me. That's all. So, I would love a producer, so I could freaking just work on the spot, because I could make like I would love that. And a videographer as well, that helps. Videos are pricey, everything is pricey. Like that's what's stopping, well, not stopping, but that's what keeps the journey a little like a roller coaster before you reach that big hill, and then you just so you're going through the little sections of the corners right now, and you got to see what you need in order to make it to the top. And that's how I see it right now. So we're in that Disneyland ride, and we're like about to go there. We're right there, but I'm fine. But I'm still like rocking the boat because I need to know. But it's it definitely would help if I had people who wanted to help me genuinely, just the way that I would love to help everybody genuinely, and I do. You know, I do. I would exchange free songs to freaking get producer, video, or whatever. Like, let me know. Food, comida, pasteles, everything. You know, I'll cater. I'll do some. You need me to watch your babies? I'll do that too. Let me know. So,
The catering for from recording studio time, I think that's gonna be the biggest one because being in the studio sometimes, especially these guys are all smoking weed, getting the munchies, they're gonna get hungry.
yeah.
So you're putting it out there right now. I would cater your recording session if you let me record and make a beat for me.
Amen. 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 You gotta cater the stage for a session. You know, record. I've never like.
Have you been to a real studio before?
I have.
Okay.
I have. But like I said, it gets pricey. It adds up.
Oh yeah, it's super expensive.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why I stopped the record label. It was just the money, and then people think that just because you make a song that you're rich.
No, you're not.
You're losing
I'm broke as
money.
fuck, guys. Like literally, if I show you my bank account, that shit. No.
You said something right now too that really like resonated with me. Like a lot of men hate on women that do OnlyFans, strippers, these fast lifestyle women. They hate on them because, oh, I'm not gonna support these kind of girls. I don't want to be like if they're why do all girls have to do OnlyFans? Like it's not respectable in a lot of guys' eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But here we have you, a person that does Instacart, which is kind of like Uber, that sells food at her house, that it's a single mother that's been through trauma, someone that is trying to live a respectable life as a woman in a day and age where there's not that many respectable women left. Yet it's hard to find people to support that, which is crazy to me because there's so many, especially us being Mexican or Latinos or whatever, Hispanic, like we're very conservative people. We're about family and doing shit that's right? And we're God-fearing people. And when we have a brother or a sister like you that is out here that's doing it the right way, and I don't understand why people don't gravitate towards you and help you more. Because you're great. You sing.
Okay, like
you sing great, but you're someone that people should definitely be looking to help for sure.
Thank you.
Because it's hard. It's hard. I always say this. If I was a girl, I don't know if I would be a good girl. Because it's so easy.
It's so hard, but I love it. I love being well, I say a good girl because the beast. Like everybody who wants to try to get me to know I'm gonna bring back the old Elizabeth and I'm gonna fuck you up if I have to. So just don't let me do that because I'm gonna win every battle regardless. Like, nah, get the fuck away from me if you're with that bullshit. I already got that. I don't judge, but I'm not about to. My mother was a prostitute. She used to fucking, have different guys around me all the time. And nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to my babies.
There's an old video of you when you were like 16 or 17 in a fight. Mm-hmm. Walk me through that day. What happened?
Oh, okay. So like there was how the fight came about. Why won? First of all, yes, I was 14. She was 18 at the time. She was 17. She was older than me.
You kicked her ass for sure in the video.
She didn't go to school for like 2 weeks. When she returned, she had a bloodshot eye. Her eye was still fucking bloodshot red.
Damn.
I know. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. I was healing. Thank you for letting me heal with you that time. I'm sorry. That was horrible. Oh my gosh. No.
But what happened? How come you guys got down?
Okay, because she was trying to punk my friend. Like, I'm a loner girl. Okay, everybody was trying to, like, sometimes there's a new girl, and I feel bad for them, and I go and I try to be their friend. So I made this girl my friend. Like, I'm stupid like that. I don't know why. I'm like, even though I'm going through the most at home, but like, I feel bad, but I have to be your friend too. Okay, so I made this girl my friend. We were walking home one day, and I guess they had gotten in a fight already, like, before, and then this girl was saying that she won her or whatever. I was out of it. It was none of my business until she decided to follow that girl with me when I was walking to the house that I was living at with the step grandma at the time, after whatever, fuck. Anyway, they followed us home. It was her. It was just two of us, and then it was her, like, 4 other people. Okay, I was just right there seeing if my homegirl was gonna handle her shit. Because she didn't have nothing. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to step in until you address me, If it has nothing to do with me, it ain't got nothing to do with me. If it has something to do with me, then it got everything to do with me. So, until she directed her direction at me, that's when it was game over. She was following her, but I still defended her. She was following her to my house. We were walking, and she's like, hey, Ashley, stop. Oh, shit, whatever. Anyway, it's okay. Okay, because that girl is long gone and she disrespected me. So, a la verga. I defended your ass that day, and you only didn't get your ass beat because I defended your ass that day. The memories in my mind right now. I was fucking crazy. Oh my gosh. I've changed and I'm so grateful. They followed us home and she was calling her out, talking about, why are you saying that you won the fight and this and that? Why are you, and the homegirl was trying to say, let's run. I'm like, bitch, I'm not fucking running to my own fucking house. The fuck I look like running away from fucking 5 people behind me? I don't give a fuck. Like, if it's a normal thing to do. Sorry, guys, you guys just brought the old Lizzy back from memory. Trust me, I'm transitioning. This is just, you know, you get it. The log going on. Okay. Yeah, they followed her and they started talking shit to her. And then until another girl tried to get involved and so I was like, no, you back up. Leave this between her and her. And then she's like, yo, you shut the fuck up. I was like, who the fuck are you calling a bitch? Like, don't fucking call me no bitch. Bitch, you want to do something right now. Because I'll fuck up all of you motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you are, what the fuck. You ain't going to follow her home to my house. So you can walk away. If you guys want to do something, we can handle it right here. Or we can do it at school. We can do it wherever the fuck you want. Because I'm going to see you tomorrow anyway. So why are you guys following me to my house? They walked the fuck away. And I got mad still. I was just like, oh. I was mad the whole day at school. I was like, how the fuck she gonna call me a bitch to my face? Oh, like, oh, what to say? I know, bitch. And I was just like, man, I need to fight her. And then I told one of my friends, I was like, sorry, come here, because I have to go tell her. They're always kicking by the wall and stuff. I was like, I have to fight her. And then they're like, no, you're not. Yeah, they thought I was playing. They're like, no one really knew me. They just knew me as a new girl, always getting bounced around to new schools. Like I said, I've been to 8 different high schools, you know, so I was just that one that just popped up. Who the fuck is she? And everybody wanted to get to know, and they got to know me. So, get to know this, motherfuckers. Because I beat the shit out of her after she called me a bitch. I called her out. I was like, you know what? Let's fight. Let's get down. And it's not going to be on school, because I can't be getting expelled no more. I can't be getting suspended. So, she hesitated. She was hesitant to accept it. And she was around everybody. She was around a lot of people. My little high school stories, guys. I know. And a lot of people are still going through this. Like it's happened. It's normal, you know. I didn't let it become to who I am today so easily. To like nah, let it go. I could do whatever. Called her out. We met up after school. Told my homegirl, give me a pair of pants because I need to feel good. I put on those fucking shorts and then yeah, we met right there. That was the spot where everybody would meet up after school to go and fight away from school, close to the school, but it was like a parking lot. We had a whole fucking crowd. Even the neighbors, the people on top of the adults were looking at these little kids fight, guys. So that's how I know it was just part of life. But yeah, and that's where the video happened. I'll send it to you too, so you can include it in here. Let's do that shit. Let's do it. Yeah.
I just see a fucking video. You're like a fucking honey badger just attacking this bitch.
Yeah,
boom, 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 boom.
And I was trying to make it legit. At first, I was like, all right, bitch, you know why we doing this, right? That's why I took her hat. I was like, next time you calling a... But like I said, I don't want to be that person anymore. It just happens. And like recently, there was a road rage issue, and I chose not to fight back because I had my kids, and I don't want to get them taken away because I know what the fuck I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. And then there was this big-ass fucking... Sorry, not judging. Anyway, she was with her thing. She cut me off, and then she cut me off again. She almost hit me, and then when we got to the light, I was like, what the heck is wrong with you? But I was trying to do it in a mannerism way. She's like, F you, man, you cut me off and all of this stuff. And I was like, man, you know what? I just looked at her, and then she threw a can at my daughter. She was 11 years old, and she was in the passenger seat, and I was like, what the fuck? And even though she had her little cholo boyfriend in the passenger, and she was freaking heavier than or whatever the heck she was, it was just like, I was like, fuck, I can't. Because of all the way that things that have happened in my life, I cannot have the workers or any of that on me looking at the mom who just, because if I fight, I'm just going to leave it like that. And, yeah, so I got off the car with my hammer because I was just going to bang her fucking window, but something stopped me. I was just like, oh. And then her man got off, like, literally, like, after her man got off first, and then she got off, and then once her man was like, you know what, why is she throwing shit at I tried to do it
civilly.
Yes. And as I was talking and facing her, this bitch fucking hits me on the side of my head. I look at her, I was like, the fuck? I was like, you know what? I was just like so mad because I had the hammer in my hand and I knew what I could do to both of them motherfuckers, and I just took so much power not to do it because I see my babies looking at me, you know? So I had to walk away from that fight because that's not worth it. Instead, we let it go. We did what we had to do. But
I know how you feel sometimes because growing up,
she got scared though when she hit me because I didn't fucking react. I didn't do nothing.
you just kind of like
Yeah, I was just like, "Are you?" Her fist is half my fist. Look at my fist. Sorry, I'm not proud of it. It's okay. I used to box, and so I used to, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I trip out sometimes too. Like the young me, right? High school me that always wanted to get down or whatever. When I was in that mode, like sometimes I do things as an old man. I'm like, damn, high school me would be so disappointed in you right now. That you're being a bitch, fool. Like,
Yeah, right?
why don't you sock that fool? You know. But
Sticks with you too. You're like, oh,
yeah, and there was a situation a year ago at a baseball game where this other dad wanted to fight me, and I didn't want to throw the first punch, so I just kind of stood there, and then he kind of went crazy. People were holding him back. I just stood there, whatever. But like for a week after, I was like, man, you're a bitch. You're soft. You should have socked that fool. But then a month or two passed by. I'm like, all right, I did the right thing, because I fucked that fool up. We get down, I get kicked out. I can't go watch my son's game no more. I'm probably not. I don't become the fucking coach of the team. Like, you start thinking, because you get older, you start thinking about the consequences and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know juvie no more. Your ass is going.
Yeah, you go straight to prison or whatever. You might get fired from your job. There's a video of you fighting out there. So like, it's one of those things where like, I have to I have to care more about what my son's future is than what my reputation is. But there's some people who still don't give a fuck. They'll go to prison. Like, they love being in and out of prison, and I'm just not one of those guys.
I know.
This is not for me.
You gotta get away
I
from
want to be out here.
You gotta pray from
Um,
stay away from them. Stay away from them because it's easy to get told in. Like, just stay away from them. Keep them at a distance.
Facts.
It's so easy to get dragged in because you know that you come from that. But keep your people there. They're your soldiers. They're there for a reason.
Yeah.
That's a good ass interview.
That was really good. All right. Well, thank you so much for pulling up all the way in Southgate to the Lit Out podcast. Let the people know where they can find you and what you got coming up next.
You can find me everywhere I make my way to, but on Instagram, it is I am Lizzy G. There's 2 E's at the end of that. Also on all platforms. My music is on all platforms. Lizzy G, Lizzy G, Lizzy G, Lizzy G. This is me. That's where you can find me, Lizzy G. And everywhere you see me, just walking. I want to get to know you. Don't be hesitant. Don't be like, oh, she's so. No, I'm human. Get to know me. I need friends, motherfuckers. Come. Like, get to know me. I would love to get to know everybody. So you could find me everywhere that God places me. So if you see me, then that's your chance to get to know me. And I can't wait to get to know you guys.
Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys join our Patreon. We have a new Patreon. It's $30 a month. You get a free shirt or a hat every month. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Pull up, turn up, stay lit. Let's get it.
Bye.